Okay, I gotta get my voice together for this one, y'all. Let me drink a little something. Y'all ready? Here we go. Hey, I'm Cara D. Thank you for coming to have Girl Talk with me on my podcast, I'm My Feelings. I'll be discussing things that'll have you reflecting, but also have you intrigued. Have a seat and let's start this healing journey together. And also remember, the growth never stops. Hey guys, it's Cara. Welcome to another episode of I'm My Feelings. How are we doing this week? Like, how are we feeling? How did our week go? Was it a smooth little week for you, or was it like full of drama? You know, what's going on? What's going? Yeah, I gotta chill. Like, I'm so immature at times. But anywho, how y'all doing for real? I'm okay. I'm okay. Not too much to complain about this week, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and really get into it. Um, I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. Not that many stressors. Just kind of been, how can I put it? Laying low. I have been laying low. And the reason why I say that, okay, well, let's just go ahead and get into like how my week have been. Cara, well, how have your week been? My week it was cool. I mean, like, of course, I went to work. I went to work like every day this week, and it was my weekend off. It was, yeah, kudos. Like, like I'm saying poetry. But for it all, it was my weekend off. It was very much needed. Oh my gosh, if y'all only knew. Like, when it got to that last day, like my quote unquote Friday, I was drained. Like, drained. Honestly, drained is not even, it doesn't even say, like, tell the half of how I felt. But the weekend came, and my cousin had her 40th gala birthday party. Went to that. I'm not gonna lie, it was a vibe. It was a vibe. I feel like now, every time I go to a party, I'm not even gonna say every time I go to a party, but like as of lately, when I have been going to a party, I've been acting like the party was mine. I've been cutting up. I have. But, you know, that's just me, like, really enjoying myself. Because I really don't get out much like that. I haven't been out. I lied. I just lied to y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I've been outside ever since, like, the end of April. I have been doing something every single month since the end of April. But, yeah, but party-wise, it was a cool 1-2. It was a cool little 1-2. But no, I really did enjoy myself. I was happy that I actually did have to go to my cousin party. Y'all know, like, how, sidebar, y'all know how, like, y'all be at a function and you kind of you can tell, like, the energy is off, and you're kind of happy, like, you have other arrangements that you had is it prior arrangements, other arrangements, anywho, other festivities that you have to go to. That was me. I was kind of happy that I had my cousin party to go to, because where I was before that, the energy was off. It was like, you could tell it was just like a lot of tension where I was, unnecessary tension. But yeah, it's okay. Anywho, what else did I do? Um, my baby started school. Her first day of, well, it was not her first for the school year. It was her first day of school. And oh my gosh, y'all, the first day, she doesn't do well with change at all. Like, I really need her to, you know, kind of like get a handle of things when it comes to like change. Everybody be saying like, you didn't prep her, you didn't give her prep talk. Ma'am, sir, the way that this girl is set up, you can forewarn her all you want. I don't feel like it's really going to help, but she went to kindergarten. She's in kindergarten this year. She has a new teacher, and yeah, the teacher said when I left her, she was crying. That's when I left the cafeteria because I walked her to her class. The teacher wasn't in her class, so the teacher was actually in the cafeteria. Walked her to the cafeteria, and it's like they don't want the teachers to walk through the line with the kids, which my baby, she's very aware of that, and she know how to do it on her own. She's very much independent. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like when I don't know, she just had like this sense of anxiety to come over her whenever I literally like walk her into the school, because throughout the school year we cannot walk them like throughout the halls. We go to the gate, drop them off. Now it's the car line. They have a little area for the little kids to walk to, so we can drop them off. We don't have to get out anymore. But yeah, so throughout the school year, that's what we do. But the first day of school, we're able to physically like walk them to class, like walk on the campus. And it seems like every time I walk on the campus, Shawty, she doesn't do well at all. And yeah, so they took her from me so she could walk through the lunch line to get her breakfast, and she cried the whole time. Mind you, it wasn't no kids in front of her, but she hollered. So then the lunch lady, which of course, I'm not gonna lie, they know her at the school. She's been there since she was 3. She's 5 now. They know her very well. So they was like, Mom, you the problem. Any other time, Miss Independent, she know what to do. She walk in, get her lunch, and go on about her business. But since you here, she went like a big baby. So the lunch lady, she had my baby hand. She was like, go on, Mom. Don't you got some mail to deliver? So I'm like, okay, cool. So gave my baby a kiss and gave her lunch bag, and I left. I really didn't leave. I stepped outside. She hollered the whole time. So I peeked through the window. The teacher have my child in her lap. So I'm like, okay, well, since I kind of see like, the teacher is embracing her. Well, I just bit my jaw. The teacher is embracing her, trying to console her. I'm going to go ahead. I feel okay. So I went ahead and I left, and it's one of the teacher aides, well, her old teacher aide. I have her number. So I called her when I got to work, and I asked like how my baby was doing. She was like, she is not doing well. The teacher sent home a note, and she was like, she cried for majority of the day. But okay, the first half of the day. But then the next day, she was cool. Now, mind y'all, let me tell y'all this. I got her into this after school program where they physically stay at the school, and I no longer had to have aftercare pick her up, her own aftercare. Tell me why my baby got kicked out the first day. The first day of school, she got kicked out of the aftercare. The lady lied. I guess the site manager, she called, and she was like, I'm calling to let you know about your daughter. She was like, oh, you need to come pick her up now because she's not well. That's exactly how she said it. So I'm like, what? She's not well. So mind you, now it's to the point, okay, you say my child's not feeling well. Now I'm calling. The lady won't pick up the phone. I guess it got to a point where we was playing phone tag. So then she called me one other time and left a message. Oh, I received the mess. No, I received a call from this number. If you could give me a call back or whatever. Mind y'all, I called this lady about 5 freaking times. So then the director finally called, and she was like, oh, well, she's running around and blase. She running around. She won't sit down. When we call her name, she won't answer. She has to be in a smaller setting, so we're not able to take her at this time. So I said, okay, so pretty much y'all kicking her out of the program. And vulnerable moment. I feel like they really didn't even give her a chance. Yes, my child, she's gonna run around the first day. I'm gonna just be honest with you. She is. But I feel like if they would have at least tried, maybe I'm gonna say 2 to 3 days, and then they made the decision, okay, like this is not gonna work, then fine. I think I would have felt better. But the fact that they just automatically, the first day, automatically just kicked her out, I'm like, well, dang, y'all didn't even give her a chance. And my child, she fall in line. Like after the first day, she fall in line. She'll do what you ask. She'll comply. She will comply. But yeah, I was upset about that because I'm like, now what am I supposed to do? So I end up getting in contact with her old aftercare. I explained the situation, and luckily, I was grateful. They end up taking her back. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I just had to think about it. Okay, maybe it's just not meant for her. And my mama, she had to like, thank God for that lady. She was like, "Well, Cara, you can't. I don't want you to. I don't want you to be mad at her. I understand it would have been better on your pockets, but she was like, the place is just not for her." And when my baby daddy went and picked her up, he was like, Cara is like older women enough. Like old, they don't have the time nor the patience to sit there and try to redirect Brooklyn. So I was like, okay. I was all out. When I tell y'all I was hot at work, I was hot. But then by the time I got home, I kind of calmed down, and after talking to my mom, and she was like, out of all the people that come in contact with her, I would expect for you to understand exactly what type of person she is. She was like, Cara, you know how she is. And she was like, and honestly, it's just not meant for her. Is maybe something that we don't know that probably was going on or probably would have went on in that establishment, in that aftercare, if she wouldn't have gotten kicked out. So she was like, maybe it's best. So I was like, you know what? You're right. So she ended up calling me the next morning, see if I was okay. I was like, I'm cool. I got over it. So she was like, okay, just making sure. She just wanted to call and check up on you. But yeah, that was my week. That was my week. But anywho, nevertheless, I digress. We're going to go ahead and get into this week's topic. So therapy is now in session. Okay, so I kind of want to touch on a subject that I have dealt with clearly in my lifetime. Okay, have y'all ever had a situation where you ask an individual like not to do something and they turn right around and blatantly like disregard your no? I'm pretty sure y'all have because we all have. But like, I'm just kind of curious on how other people handle these situations. So I can remember I had somebody watching my child at my place. So they called and they asked me, it was like, Cara, who, because I had a bottle of liquor on my counter. And it was like, hey, Cara, who bottle of liquor this is? Can I get a shot out of it? So I was like, nah. So I was like, just wait till I get home or whatever. So the person was just like, okay. So mind you, my mom have liquor up under my counter. Like whenever she comes, she has like a bottle of Hennessy, but she just so happened to have 2 bottles of Hennessy because she told me to bring, when we went up there for my daughter, she told me to bring one back down and just leave it at the house for her. Now mind you, I don't drink Hennessy to save my life. I cannot take the taste of it. It's just, if you have been enjoying this week's episode of I My Feelings thus far and you would like to give the show some support, please click the link in the show notes below or consider leaving a review through Apple Podcasts. Now let's go ahead and get back to the show. Disgusting to me. Anywho, but just so happened, like, mind you, this person, they didn't tell me, Like, they went up under my sink and was drinking it. I had to find out when they left that they was hard down, like tearing this bottle down to the T. So I called and I was like, "Were you drinking that Hennessy that was up under my counter?" Now, mind you, I told this person no from the get go, like about the other bottle. I had a bottle of Casamigos that was literally like on my counter, and I told them no about that. But they still took it upon themselves to, help themselves to the bottle that is up under my sink. Oh, I replace it and you doing all of this by the bottle. So I'm like, first of all, if I tell you no about the Casamigos, why would you turn right back around and go up under my sink? And they tried to be slick about it because they didn't even tell me. They didn't tell me at all that, like, oh, well, I see this bottle of Hennessy up under here. Can I have some of that? I had to see when they left, like I said before. Yeah, try to beat me, get mad. Oh, I just buy you a whole another bottle. But I'm like, that's not the point. If I tell you no the first time about the other bottle, which is the Casamigos, why would you go and just help yourself to whatever else is up under the sink? I say, you don't know what I had planned when it comes to that bottle. And I said, if for two, that wasn't even my liquor to even share, to even give you some of. And I said, you don't know if I was saving that bottle for a party. You just don't know. And the fact that you sat up here and just disregarded what I said about, don't drink it. Don't drink none of it. If I did not say you could drink the Casamigos, why would you turn right back around? That was my whole thing. Why would you turn right back around and just help yourself to the other liquor? It's not like, oh, I'm just a drinker like that. Because really, I don't drink. I don't drink at all, really. I lie. I do drink. But it's not like to the point where, oh, I'm drinking every single day. I would drink like if I'm going to an event or something. But like just sitting home, you know how like people sit home and they be like, oh, I'm gonna go make me a drink. I'm not that type of person. I rarely drink like that unless I am at an event. Other than that, you won't catch no liquor in my hand. But yeah, that pissed me off, and I'm like, bro, I stopped talking to their ass for about a couple of days. I'm gonna just be honest, cause I felt like you tried me and you went behind my back and did something that I didn't, that you did something that I told you not to do. But that's just me. I probably was being a bit dramatic, but I feel like if I say no, then no. Because if I came and asked you about something that was yours and you tell me no, I take that no for what it is and leave it at that. I'm not gonna go around your no and still do what I want to do when it comes to, and it was in my place. So it's just like, yeah, that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. I stopped talking to this person for a couple days and asked me if I got my bottle of liquor. Well, Cara, did they replace the bottle of liquor? No. No, they did not. They did not even replace the bottle that they tore down. And the thing is, how much liquor they left in that bottle, it wasn't even enough for a shot. So I'm like, bro, you should have just like handled the whole bottle, just drunk all of it, since only a squid was left in it. Like, yeah. So then, anywho, another situation. It was a guy that I used to mess around with, and we doing a do. We doing a do. This is the person that I do to do with. But this particular time, I wanted him to wear a condom. So told him why I wanted him to wear a condom, this, that, and the other. In the midst of us doing a do, he took the condom off. And like when he took the condom off, when he took the condom off, I didn't catch it until like after the fact. And then I seen a condom like on the floor, and I said, "Why did you take it off?" "Oh, it was just in the midst of us doing it, and I got carried away." So I said, "So just damn what I said." And mind you, it's not like, oh, I didn't communicate to him on why I didn't want him, to take the condom off. I was very vulnerable with him. I let him know from the jump. And I said, it's not like I said, oh, we can't we just go have to just use condoms from here on out. I just said, I just want you to wear a condom this time. Y'all, to be honest, I think it's just the principle. You know how they say no means no? No means freaking no. But things for that situation, it got a little deeper for me because this was a person that claimed they wanted to be with me. And I felt like if things actually do get serious with us, for this, like just this situation alone, if things do ever decide to get serious with us, whenever it comes down to what you want, well, whenever it comes down to what he wanted, I felt like he will always disregard what I had to say and just do what the hell he wanted because that was something that he wanted to do. I felt like how I felt in that situation, he just disregarded it. He really didn't care. And I felt like that's how he would have handled me in that relationship. And honestly, that is like one of the reasons, well, part of the reason why I kind of just pulled my energy back from him. I just let him go. I really, and he felt it. He did. He felt it. After that, I slowly stopped talking to him. Then it got to a point where he'll call me. He was like, "Yeah, you ain't fucking with me like that." And I'm like, "Nah, what you mean?" I'm playing stupid at this point. I'm like, "Nah, what you mean?" But I really wasn't because I didn't like how he played this situation. But that's just me. I probably didn't handle it in the right way. But like I said before, I just felt like whenever, if things ever have gotten serious, his word will always trump mine. And he was the type of guy that I always felt like he had to have one up on me or he just had to be in control. And I spotted that from the jump. So I was just like, oh nah, oh nah. Even with like simple conversations, he the one that always had to have the upper hand. He's the one that always had the last say so. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no. If we supposed to be a like, I don't think I don't think he viewed me like as a teammate to a point where like, okay, we can agree to disagree. You had your viewpoint on something, I had my viewpoint on something. Let's just come to like a common ground and just like, find a solution that will work for the best of us, like, that will work best for the both of us. But it's I felt like it was his way or no way. And clearly in that situation alone, it clearly showed that. So I was just like, yeah, no, this is just not gonna work for me. It's not. And I just left him alone. But that was just like, two situations where I felt like my nose really didn't matter. Yeah, just nah. Nah. Can I drop a few gems on y'all real quick? Gem dropping time. Okay, so we all go through situations in life. And honestly, those situations, molds us into the person that we're supposed to be when it comes to, I guess, our life path or whatever, whatnot, whether it is good or bad. With every choice, there's a consequences. Well, there's a consequence. There are consequences for the choices that you make. There's cause and effect, right? One more time, whether it is good or bad. Now, these situations that we find ourselves in, sometimes we cannot like figure it out or pinpoint like how we even got there. We just know that we are there. But in actuality, with these choices, we, put ourselves there to a certain extent. If it gets to a point where these situations like start weighing heavy on your peace, your mental, your stability, and like your overall well-being, that should be a clear indication like you may have made the wrong choice. I don't know if y'all, well, I'm pretty sure y'all have heard the saying, common sense isn't always common. A lot of times it don't be clicking in people's head like, okay, damn. And a lot of times people don't like to take accountability. Like, I'm the one that put myself in this situation. If, excuse my language, if your shit start blowing up, baby, Come on, yeah, take accountability. I'm the reason why this is happening. I'm the one that put myself in this situation. Hear me out. Stay with me, okay? Stay with me. Soon as you get like that first whiff of like, your spot blowing up, it's time to shift. It is. It's time to shift, especially when it comes to like how you are moving and like that certain situation. And if it gets to a point where like you don't know what to do, or you're like at a crossroads on if I should let it go or if I should not, baby, listen, if you have to ask yourself, is this situation compromising my peace? And the answer that you get is yes, it's time to let it go. It doesn't matter how much time, energy you have invested in this situation, how much love you got for this situation or this person. Let it go. Because clearly when God say move, you need to move. I'ma just be honest with you. And God gonna keep on throwing things in your way until you move. Whether you like it or not, he's going to make you move. So honestly, I don't know who that was for, but I felt like I just had to say it. So yeah, when God say it's time to move, move. Stop trying to force things, because the more you force it, the more you're just going to be hurting yourself. The more you're going to be putting yourself in, excuse my language, in more fucked up situations. You know what? I'm sorry. In more compromising situations. Lack of better terms. But I just had to say that. But we're going to go ahead and move into what did I do this week to improve the quality of my life? Let me think. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Yeah, I really sat down and I wrote out. I did my budget, and what I mean by I did my budget, I wrote down exactly how much that I bring home. Y'all know what a damn budget is. I put exactly like what I bring home and exactly what I need to pay, because I'm now to a point where I'm trying to like get really get my finances in order. I know I have said it before, but like I'm like serious this time. Last time I got paid, I literally went by every single thing that I wrote on my little budget. And y'all, I felt really good. I felt so accomplished. I felt so accomplished because I'm like, okay, I could really do this. I could really do this. And by my birthday time, I should be back on track to a point where I don't have to put out as much money as I am right now. Like right now, it's like crunch time. And that's another reason why I got to make sure that I get my behind up and take my behind to work. The way that I'm trying to move, it's like I have to. I have to like, and it's discipline. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I lack discipline. And that's me. That's my doing. And I'm trying to get better when it comes to that. I'm trying to become a lot more disciplined when it comes to like myself, finances, my household, handling every single thing that I need to handle. When it comes to my creative endeavors, like I'm trying, y'all. I am trying. But so far, so good. So that's what I did this week to improve the quality of my life. The song of the week. I don't have a song this week. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to think. I always like hear songs. Y'all know, like in the middle of the night, like you'll wake up and probably to go pee, or like you'll slightly wake up, but as soon as when you wake up, it's a song that'll pop in your head. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. But by the time I go back to sleep and wake back up, I don't be remembering the song. So I guess it's clearly not the song of the week. The song of the week. So I'm gonna say I don't have a song of the week this week. I don't have a TV show because I haven't really been watching TV. I lied. I have been watching the new the new season of Love After Lockup. I really haven't been watching TV as of lately, but for the past 2 days, I have been watching, like catching up on Love After Lockup. So we gonna say that's the show of the week, Love After Lockup. Nevertheless, I digress. That concludes our therapy session for this week. Thank you guys for all the love and the support that you have been showing me. And don't you hesitate to keep it coming. On the other hand, please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. And I will absolutely, positively see you guys next week on another episode of I'm My Feelings. Let me go ahead and take y'all out.